PGA Sports and the Korn Ferry Tour bring you the best young talent in the world of golf. From the province of Alberta and Banff Springs Golf Course, live final round coverage of the Canadian Championship. What a week and weekend this has been so far. Everything you want in a golf tournament. By nightfall, we will have our winner. As you take a look at the current leaderboard on this Sunday afternoon, our leader here on this Sunday is our featured golfer. He's got a sizable advantage here as he looks to increase it further. I'll tell you what, that swing absolutely perfect and a good result as well.
Oh, I really like that tee shot. As for the second shot, it's about 90 yards.
This has really been fun to watch. The evolution, the growth of an outstanding young player. And Noda now with a chance to win 2 in a row on the Korn Ferry Tour. What have you seen as you've watched the last couple of tournaments?
Well, winning in consecutive weeks is about as common as seeing a $2 bill, which is you don't see it very often. And in this particular case, can the confidence garnered from that first win carry on to a second?
This is an 11-foot putt. Got it there, but not quite on target. Safely in. It's a par here at first, and he'll remain well in control of this tournament. Frank, it's always nice to begin a round with a little variety. We had a relatively short par 4 opening hole and now a par 3 to back it up.
You can see why short iron play is going to be paramount today, Rich. Short iron into the first hole and a chance here to hit another short iron into a short par 3. So you can get off to a very fast start.
I like the looks of this one. Yeah, not quite enough on that one. It's going to take this slope and come back off the front of the green. I think I'd be fairly pleased with that, Frank. What do you think?
I certainly do. It was so good.
That finished off for par here with the second. He's going to maintain that substantial lead. Frank, how about the first par 5 on the golf course here at the third? Just a shade under 530 yards. Good birdie opportunity?
It certainly is. There's 3 bunkers just down that left side. Avoid those, and this par 5, very reachable.
Driving's been sensational all week, and here's another one that's going to set up nicely in the fairway. Superb position right in the fairway and 200 yards to the flagstick. That one had to feel good.
Yeah, struck it so well. You could see that by the reaction of that ball when it hit the green. Landed so softly.
Oh, yeah. That's how you take advantage of a par 5. It's in for Eagle 3. Superb. Now to another par 3. This is the 4th hole, 192 yards, way down the hill.
It's going to play closer to 170 yards, Rich. You're going to have to reduce that distance by at least a couple of clubs. And consequently, if you hit one hanging up in the air, if you get a breeze that goes through that valley, it's going to start to sort of move that ball around. So just keep your eyes open there where that breeze is coming from.
Yeah, nice shot there, right of the hole, and how about that for his birdie? And this will be a 5-foot putt here. Yeah, that's a well-played hole. It's a birdie here at 4. And And that's going to move him to 27 under par. Back on the tee here at Banff Springs, fifth hole, 424-yard par 4. What's the setup here, Frank?
Well, it's very tempting to try and hit a draw because that's the way in which the hole is shaped. But the main goal is to make sure that you can take that second bunker, the one on the left side, out of play with that tee shot.
It might be in the rough, but that was absolutely crushed.
From off the fairway, this is second at number 5.
It was a good shot coming in here. I know it's a little long, but still inside that 10-foot circle is always good and even money, really, to make birdie.
A good read. It's a birdie here at 5. He moves to 28 under par. Now at the sixth hole here at Banff Springs, it's a short par 4, only 373 yards, and the short par 4, Frank, all the rage in golf course architecture these days.
A lot more strategy involved when you've got a hole that you can nearly reach with a tee shot. It's how far back do you leave it, what sort of distance you want that second shot, all those things.
Oh, that was a beautiful golf swing right there. Everything working in harmony and a great result in the fairway. So a big drive and not much needed to carry here for his second. Okay, it's not stone dead, but that's not too bad. This will slide a bit right. It's for birdie. Oh, how about the run here? That a third consecutive birdie. And he'll get that score to minus 29. Well, Frank, how about this hole? 602 yards of par 5, although I guess I shouldn't be that surprised. 602 yards these days for a long hitter.
What do you say? It's a drive and a 7-iron?
That's a mid-range par 5.
Well, yeah, 2 woods. The longer hitters will definitely get at home there, especially in good conditions. But bunker down the left, avoid that, carry that, and then we can think about the second shot.
And that's where you need to be, back into the fairway on this par 5. Okay, on the green, but that's going to leave a putt that will get your attention. Chance now for another birdie. Oh, everything going right now. That a 4th consecutive birdie. And he's going to move to 30 under par. Frank, you like this kind of design feature where you go from the longest hole in the course immediately to the shortest hole.
Certainly, golf giveth and golf taketh away. This is just minimally uphill, just a couple of feet, but you can see from the overview the design of the green. When that flag's on the right, it's a little bit of a longer carry, so just be a little cognizant of that. You don't have to hit it directly at the flag.
Stuck the follow-through right there. This could be really good. Okay, that one's dancing. That one just gonna sneak on by. Okay, that in for par here at the 8th. And that's going to keep this large lead right where it is. So we'll round out the front side here at Banff Springs with a par 5 and reasonably short at only 501 yards.
So very reachable because of that yardage that you just referenced. Hole bends a little bit to the right. You can favour the left side with a tee shot. It's just going to make that angle on the second a little bit easier.
Oh, that is squeezing every inch of distance out of the golf swing. That was as powerful as you're going to see. Definitely within range of getting home in two. This, his second. What a good shot that is. Home and 2 on the par 5. Remember, made eagle earlier in the round, Frank. Now maybe a chance for a second.
I know we can't call it a double eagle, but talk about aggression in these par 5s. Way to stand up there and just hit the shot.
Oh, yeah, what a putt there. A second eagle of the round, no less. He has been on his game so far. Getting ready to start the back 9 here at Banff Springs. And Frank, you better be ready on this 10th tee. This requires a good shot.
Even though the hole looks like it bends towards the right, the best access to this hole is actually a little draw off that tee. That's the direction of the green, so a nice high draw in here. That just came out blazing. As soon as it hit the green, it was never going to stop.
Now a second to this par 3. Oh, everything is coming up roses for our leader. How about this? Holding it from off the green to extend that lead. So off the long par 3 10th, we are at the 11th hole, 417-yard par 4, Frank.
It looks like a straightaway par 4, Rich, but if anything, the hole actually bends to the left, and you really want to follow that natural contour of that. Just sort of draw it off those bunkers on the right, or just simply carry it.
And that ball absolutely walloped. That is a big drive there. From an ideal location, middle of the fairway, this his second.
Well, the ball is on the green. That's about all I can say with that. With a short wedge in hand, you'd expect that certainly be much closer than that.
Now a 7-footer. Not that time. That's going to slip on by. Safely in. It's a bogey here at number 11. But fortunately, this one still well in hand. All right, on to the 12th hole, 442-yard par 4. What do you like about this hole, Frank?
Just a nice par 4 that sort of bends to the player's right. A lot of people will just stand up here, grab the driver. I don't really think you have to do that, Rich. The hole's not overly long, just something short or down.
Maybe some frustrations taken out there after that last hole. That was a big swing, and it is going to be a big result. Pin in the back left today as he'll stare down this second to the par 4.
That's a head scratcher. That approach shot from relatively close in. I would have been looking at 10 to 15 feet.
Now this for another birdie. Yeah, easy to come up short on that one, but that's a decent effort. That one safely in. It's a par here at 12. And pars are fine at this point with this tournament well in hand. Well, this is a good hole right here. Par 3, 225-yard 13th. Frank, what do you think?
Well, it's called sulfur. I can't remember what element that is on a periodic table, but the hardest thing here is not to figure that out, but figure out what club you're going to use. Just a fraction downhill, just over 200 yards. It does narrow up when they start to stick the flag in the back, but there's a nice fat target there, sort of those first 2/3 of the green.
And that one needed to put on the brakes, but could not. And this will wind up over the green. Now some touch needed here for his second. Well, those are the shots that turn what you'd like to be a leisurely stroll out on the golf course into a day of hard work.
Yeah, what could have been a tap-in is now going to be a grind.
Well judged. That is in for par here at 13. And he'll be unable to take that score any further under par. He'll stay right where he is. Well, here we are at the 14th hole. It's a par 4, 442 yards. You like this hole, Frank?
I do, but if you're spraying it off the tee here, then there's all sorts of problems. Bunkers left, trees right. This is a fairway you must hit.
that's the kind of swing you want to break down and study. Perfect tempo on the backswing, club head pointing to the target, and then just an explosion through impact. Very well done.
Well, that ball landed really too close to the flag. These are firm greens. You've got to land that shorter.
We welcome in Iona Stephen. This, a putt for birdie.
Yeah, I'm looking to see the break, and I'm really not seeing a lot. If I had to push it, a hair of right to left, dependent on pace, slightly up the slope.
Nope. No issues there. It is a par here at 14. And he'll remain well under par. Well, now the par fours begin to stretch out a little bit. The 15th here, Frank, is 475 yards.
Certainly want to put your big shoes on here. Nice big slinging draw off the tee might help go a little further. Does go downhill considerably, so you get a little bit more run out of the tee shot if you did that.
Once again, another great tee shot. I'm starting to wonder how low can you go? And the driving has been simply superb. Nice approach shot, and the other good thing about that, left it below the hole.
11 feet away. Oh, yes, a perfect putt there. It is in for birdie here at 15. And he's drawing ever closer to a fourth victory on the year. Frank, the 16th hole, 414 yards, par 4, is nicknamed GOAT. Would that be greatest of all time, or is it just because the possibility you could see old Billy out there here in the Canadian Rockies?
I'd like to think it's the greatest of all time. I've never seen a GOAT hit a draw, that's why, and that's what's needed off this tee once again. The first bunkie should easily be able to carry that, and, well, if you're the greatest of all time, this is a fairway, you'll certainly hit.
Well, that's just a perfect tee shot, really. Exactly 90 yards left for the second. You couldn't draw this up any better. Good shot. Safely on the green and a birdie chance.
Nope, good effort, but that's going to wander a few feet by. Okay, that'll be a par here at 16. And he'll be unable to take that score any further under par. He'll stay right where he is. Just 2 holes left here at Banff Springs, and Frank, another par 4. This one, short, 374 yards.
It is. It's named Sarsi, which is a tribute to the Indian tribes here and the First Nations of Canada. So just think about that when you're teeing it off here on what is not an overly difficult par 4.
Showing no signs of a let-up here. This tournament seemingly under control, as that's in the fairway here at 17. So the great tee shot left him here, now his second from relatively close range. And that a little beyond the hole, but a good shot. Chance now for another birdie. Oh, finishing strong. That's in for birdie here at 17. And this one was over a while ago. This is just a walk in the park now. Well, here we are at the final hole here at Banff Springs. 578-yard par 5, and Frank, a chance to finish the round with a flourish.
If you're one of the fortunate to hit this fairway, it's very reachable, but well protected by bunkers, left, right, central bunkers as well. You really have to be aware of two things.
Ooh, some big drives today. That might be the biggest of the bunch. Didn't check, Frank.
Yeah, just not enough spin on that, really. I mean, that almost like took that first bounce and just ricocheted forward.
Great way to finish off the final approach shot with a birdie opportunity. Yeah, that's how to end it. Back-to-back birdies at 17 and 18. So just a terrific tournament for our featured player, Frank, and it yields a 4th career victory. That's impressive.
And we're starting to look at them through a totally different lens now, Rich. We know they're good enough. I remember Nick Price once saying he used to use the average of 5 career wins for every major championship. So they're knocking on the door.
So for Frank Navalo, notably gave the third, Iona Stephen, and a cast of 100. EA Sports and the Korn Ferry Tour are proud to showcase the finest young golfers from around the globe. From the rugged Pacific coast of Oregon, it's opening round coverage in the final event before the playoffs, the Oregon Championship. What might we have in store for us over the course of these next 4 days? We've got big names, we've got dark horses, we've got it all as we look at the leaderboard on this Thursday. We've got a tie at the top at 3 under par. Meanwhile, our featured golfer in good form coming into this one fresh off a victory a week ago. Always nice to get that first one out of the way, and that's going to be a good one to get this tournament started. Let's bring in Nota Begay the third. Nota, this player very simply has the look of a winner. The bounce in the step, the smile, the ease with which they're playing this next round. Nothing like getting that first win in your hip pocket, right? You know it.
Well, over the course of your career, there's a handful of things that you always remember. You remember your first win as a junior golfer. You remember your first big win as an amateur. Now, your first win as a professional sticks in your mind for the rest of your life, but this is the professional game. You've got to keep building.
All right, that's a board, but a lot of green between ball and hole. Iona Stephen is at the first green. This for birdie.
And this one might need a little bit extra encouragement, Rich, to make it up this slope, but all in all, not too difficult a putt.
Oh, that nearly went in. That's a touch of class right there. Very good effort. Safely in. It's a par here at first, and he'll stay at even par. On now to the second here at Bandon Dunes, a long par 3 coming in at 220 yards, and it is every bit of those 220 as well, as it can play up to 30 feet uphill depending on the tee box. Fortunately, shots that run long do have a tendency to funnel back down. Well, too bad, Frank. That one rolled right off the green.
It was just coming out so hot.
Well, Frank, this is a case where a par is going to feel like an eagle if he's able to get this done.
If he can just make it, just make this putt, then just like run to the next tee.
Not quite on line, and that'll drift a couple feet by. Okay, it's a bogey here at the second. And he'll drop back to 1 over par. On to our first par 5 of the round, the 563-yard third hole. Bunkers dot the fairway on each side, and they're penal. But if you can avoid those, you'll find a wide, receptive green that will yield its share of 3s and 4s. This up the right side off the tee. Good shot coming off bogey at the second. That's going to be in the fairway. Now, after the big drive, this a good distance here for a second to the par 5. Got every bit of that through all the way there and got it to stop. Home in 2 on the par 5. So after reaching this green in 2, this a sizable putt for an eagle. That's a good stroke. Doesn't quite get the reward of the eagle, but a birdie would be a nice consolation, right? Not much left here for birdie. Okay, nicely done. That's in for birdie here at 3. Next up, we reach the par 4 fourth, measuring out at 443 yards. The bunker left of the fairway complicates things a bit, and it is easy to run a tee shot right through the fairway. But if you do wind up in the short grass, the approach shot is one of the most panoramic in golf.
As that ball bounces into the rough, first fairway miss today.
Now his second at the par 4 fourth. This one's looking good.
That's a good shot, and more importantly, too, a green in regulation, so birdie chance.
He has a 12-footer here. Oh, good run going here early. This is birdies at 3 and 4. On now to the number 1 handicap hole on the course. That is the 445-yard par 4 fifth. This one plays right along the bluffs of the Pacific. Keeping it straight here is the big key because trouble lurks on either side if your tee shot or your approach are wayward. Solid, a good drive in the fairway. This is why you practice these shots from under 100 yards. You've bombed your drive. Now it's time for the touch shot. Zip one in there close.
Ball's always heading a little bit right, but inside 10 feet, it's nothing wrong with that on this hole.
It's about a 60% make percentage from here. This for birdie. A good opportunity lost there. Too bad. He's now in that 40% category. That one finished off. It is a par here at 5, and he'll remain at 1 under par. We continue our turn northward along the bluffs as we come to the par 3 6th. It's another stout one at 217 yards. Most golfers will be happy to play toward the right center part of this large green and stay away from the trouble, including the cliff on the left. And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either. Sitting up in the short grass. Still work to do to get this on the green. This is second.
Lovely pitch shot. Just nipped that ball off the turf. Just flew through the air beautifully. Sat down fairly quick as well. Good shot.
Nicely read there. It is a par here at the 6th, and he'll remain in red figures at 1 under. We make our turn away from the ocean now and head to the par 4 7. At 411 yards, it offers a nice wide fairway to sort of bomb away into. That will likely leave an uphill approach for the second to a green that is one of the more difficult on the course. Oh, that was a beautiful golf swing right there. Everything working in harmony and a great result in the fairway. Just under 80 yards to go now as he'll decide how to flight his second. Okay, on the putting surface, but work to do from there. Let's bring in Nota Begay III for a look at birdie.
And players of this caliber should make this on a regular basis pretty flat with just a slight movement to the left.
Yep, well done. That's in for par here at 7. And he'll remain right where he is. The 8th hole is a par 4 at 385 yards. This one is similar in a lot of ways to the 3rd hole. The bigger hitters can easily clear those 2 fairway bunkers and, in theory, leave just a little pitch on for their 2nd. What a display of power and precision off the tee. On the green here on the par 4 in 1. That's a good eagle putt there. Beautifully weighted. And just a short one left for birdie. Okay, nicely done. It's a birdie at number 8. And he'll move to within 2 shots of the lead at 2 under par. Well, whereas the 8th was a short par 4, nothing short about our closing hole here on this front side. The par 5-9 topping out at 585 yards, the longest hole on the course. That said, birdie is certainly not out of the equation. That is, if you can avoid the pot bunkers in the landing area off the tee. Beautiful tempo to that swing, and this is going to wind up squarely in the fairway. Really hit that second shot on the button to this par 5, but Frank couldn't get it to stop.
Yeah, too good, too long, sadly.
Oh, huge mistake. That's motored on by.
Now this for birdie.
Yeah, and over a putt like this, you've really got to trust the fact you've banked the practice, you trust the process, and certainly trust the line.
Yeah, that's a good putt from there. A little short, but not too bad. Okay, that's in for his par here at the 9th. And that's going to make this a 2 under 34 for the front side. We begin the back 9 here at Bandon Dunes with a par 4 measuring out at 380 yards. It's yet another hole where that blue ocean catches your eye in the distance beyond. This hole, fairly straightforward, but big hitters should take note of that pot bunker that sits about 30 yards short of the green. Oh, this is going to be way down there. Drivable par 4, not for most in this field, but for this guy, yes, he has just knocked it on. What a shot. Come on, what a putt that was from long distance. It drops for an eagle. Well done. The 11th here at Bandon Dunes at 452 yards of par 4. The putt bunker left of the fairway is the main concern on the tee shot. From there, an uphill second takes you to a green that slopes away and back toward the ocean beyond. I'll tell you what, that swing absolutely perfect and a good result as well.
Another great tee shot. That stayed in the air a long time. Just a short wedge left. That's sort of in between yardage. A little short, a little left, but inside 10 feet, so even I can't really criticize that.
Coming off the eagle, this for birdie. Okay, that ball on line all the way. It's a birdie here at 11. And that's going to stretch the lead to 2 shots. They make their par 3s long here at Bandon Dunes. This one, the 12th, measures out at 238 yards. This one at least is slightly downhill. Areas of concern include that putt bunker short and left, and then the thicker stuff that comes into play if you knock it over the back. He might have been trying to land that over the flag and spin it back, but that just carried much too far. Right about 9 feet here to the hole. No missteps there. It is a par here at 12. And he's going to stay 2 clear of the field. The rolling hills of Oregon provide the backdrop to this par 5 13th hole. At 553 yards, it is reachable in 2. Big dunes in the fairway could make the stance awkward for that second shot. But a big green that measures better than 50 yards head to toe does yield a good number of eagle putts. That is so well done, just generating so much torque through the swing, high launch angle. That was just about perfect. What a good shot. That is home and 2 on the par 5. Remember, made eagle earlier in the round, Frank. Now maybe a chance for a second.
I know we can't call it a double eagle, but talk about aggression in these par 5s. Way to stand up there and just hit the shot.
Now this for another birdie. He'll say he should have made that. Okay, safely in for par here at 13. And the lead's going to remain 2. On to a tough one now. The par 4 14th listed at 390 yards. Pot bunkers are the worry here. There are 5 of them to contend with all told, and none are easy outs. The green is a narrow one as well, with a good amount of tilt from back to front. Well, you can see he came right out of that way right. A little too much roll on the back end there, and this is going to wind up diving into the heavy stuff. He'll have to conjure something from this lie because that is not very good. See if he can knock it on in 2.
And for a short little shot, the heavy rough certainly makes things more difficult because the rough gets between the club face and the ball. But not bad, all things considered.
Boy, that's a good stroke. Just a fraction off target, but you can't get the speed any better than that. No issues there. It is a par here at 14. And this will stay a one-shot lead. On now to the final par 3 on the course, the 15th, listed at 206 yards. Don't be lulled to sleep by the sound of crashing waves and seagulls. This hole can bite you, especially if you don't avoid that front right bunker, the deepest on the course. And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either. Sitting up in the short grass. Looking back up from behind the green, a second to this par 3. This is a 9-footer. Yeah, good putt. That's in for par here at 15, and this will remain a one-shot advantage. This is one of the signature holes here at Bandon Dunes, the par 4 16. Some golfers play for the upper fairway, which gives you a bit of an angle to the green. Others, they stay down low, which is maybe a little safer. A third option is just to try and carry it over everything, but beware the pot bunkers and the gorse if you choose option C. Boy, a good round going here on this Thursday, and that another fine effort off the tee. Good chance to get one in close from here. This is second.
Really, you have to credit the tee shot because that was huge. Great position, but the touch, every bit as good. Beautiful shot.
That a pure roll there. That is down for a birdie here at 16. And the lead moves to 2 with 2 to play here on day 1. A lot of these holes here at Bandon Dunes have big, wide landing areas. That is not the case here at the par 4 17th. You'll need to thread the needle here with bunkers on either side, thick rough on the left and a canyon to the right. But a safe drive in the fairway can yield a pretty good look at your second. That is well left. And that is going to be tough in there. That is into the heavy stuff. It'll take some effort from this buried lie, but a chance now to still reach this green in 2. And that ball's trajectory definitely altered by the leaves, as that'll wind up in the heavy stuff. Eight-foot putt here. That slides by to the right. Just never had that on target. That one finished off for bogey here at 17. And with it, the lead is back down to 1. On to the home hole to wrap up the round here at Bandon Dunes. And after battling to get here, isn't it nice to have a birdie hole to take you to the clubhouse? That's what we have with this 558-yard par 5. Simply avoid the bunkers off the tee, and you should have a good chance to reach this green in 2. Nope, that wasn't the right line, and he'll pay the price as this ball gonna run off the fairway and into the bunker. Yeah, that's a good shot. Sand takes away any chance of going for the green in 2, but this is a nice recovery here to get back on track.
And that ball looked very good in the air. Just doesn't quite finish up that near to the flag, but still on the green.
So a tap in there. That's for par at the last. And this will be an opening round 67 on the scorecard. Well done. Our featured golfer right there after day one, sitting in a tie atop the leaderboard.
Everything to play for these next 3 rounds. I mean, you couldn't really set up a leaderboard better than this today.
So for Frank Nobilo, Nota Begay III, and Iona